Hello there fellow foodies. So since I've recently opened up a bit more about my health issues regarding my acne and my weight gain and hormonal imbalances, a lot of people have been really inspired about how I'm overcoming that through a plant-based diet. So if anyone out there is interested in doing a detox for themselves, here are my top tips on how to survive it. So top tip number 1 is to educate yourself. This isn't just a 12-week beach body diet where they have you eating concoctions of weird foods that leave you confused and bewildered. This is a way of eating that's backed up by a lot of scientific evidence, and it's promoted by the leading naturopaths, nutritionists and doctors, and have a lot of positive testimonials to its name. So there's so much for you to learn, and it's a great way to stay motivated. In order to educate myself and to just generally pass the time when it's been bad days, I've been reading a couple of books. The first one is How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger, and also Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis. I've also been watching a lot of documentaries. I watched Forks Over Knives, and I also watched 2 documentaries called Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. Forks Over Knives talks more generally about the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle, and Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead specifically talks about juicing and the benefits of fruits and vegetables, so perfect viewing for a detox. Top tip number 2 is to find your support system. So this is going to be a challenge, so the more supported you are, the better off you're going to be. Try and rope in family members or friends to do it with you, and then you can make meals and share the experience together. I was really lucky. I had my mum do it 80 to 90% of the way with me. Having someone there with you for that first push is really recommended. Oh, and definitely get your partner involved. Remember, couples that detox together stay together. Top tip number 3 is to track your progress. Make sure that you take lots of before and after pictures of your skin or your body or any other problem areas. Go for a blood test, or go to your local pharmacy or supermarket and use one of those body fat percentage calculators so you can measure the results and see how far you've come. Remember, when you're feeling your worst, that's when the most amount of change is happening in your body. So try and change your perspective on the initial pain, and I'm sure you'll very soon be having lots and lots of health gains. Also, maybe try documenting your progress online or on social media like I've done. I've received a lot of support from people just by me coming out and explaining what I'm doing, so you might receive the same benefits as well. Top tip number 4, and this is going to sound awfully basic, but eat when you are hungry. I cannot emphasize this more, that this is not, I repeat, not a starvation diet. This is a detoxification process to lead you to a happier and healthy lifestyle. Try to replace your calorie counting with a more conscious eating out of the detox approved foods until you are satisfied. Because these plant foods are naturally hydrated and lower in calories, you probably will end up having less calories than you think, but it's really not about that. If you're hungry, stock up on lots of carbs like sweet potatoes and brown rice, and lots of protein like lentils and beans, and you should feel satisfied. Anyone can do this detoxification, whether you're someone that's very athletic with a high muscle mass where you're going to require 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, or somebody that requires half of that. Just eat as much as you want until you're full of the right stuff, and your body should be absolutely fine. Top tip number 5 is to distract yourself. Now, I realise that's easier said than done, because when you're trying to do a detox, all you're thinking about is food, but try to take your mind out of it and do something else. A great example is exercise, as this will actually aid the detoxification process and boost your mood. Although I would say, if you're in the initial phase of detox and you've eaten all you can but you still are really low in energy, that's your body telling you that you need to rest, so I definitely say go with that. But once you have your energy levels up, go and do something fun and moderately challenging. We're not looking for you to run miles and miles a day, because your body's trying to heal. So do something easy like cycling or walking or yoga, and yeah, you should feel great afterwards. Top tip number 6 is to be organised. Detox foods are not processed ready meals that you can just pick up anywhere off a supermarket shelf. They are homemade and they're lovingly prepared, so make lots in advance, and I'd say double the quantities that you think you should cook. Inevitably you'll turn out hungrier than you think you'll be, and you need to be able to turn to the right foods when you're really starving rather than sabotage your efforts. I find things like hummus and veggies, baked sweet potatoes, or quick rice or stir-fried dishes are perfect. So yeah, they are my top tips. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all of your support with my own detox. And what are you waiting for, people? Get detoxing.